What's up and wake up, party people? It's your main man, Gene.com, bringing you the scoop right here live on location at the all-new Stepping Out Restaurant and Lounge in Springfield, located on 2709 Pearl Street. We're getting ready to revitalize this whole neighborhood and bring something good back to the community right here and Stepping Out. But I'll get into all of that in just about a minute. The biggest news this week, the Grammys was on point from every angle. I have to say that I was very, very impressed with the performances. I wasn't really that stoked and excited about the Bob Marley tribute. I think they kind of could have done a little bit better with that. That's just my opinion. Those the viewers, you may love it, and that's quite all right, okay? We can still have a drink on it if you want to. It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, the Grammys, I was very, very pleased at it. Probably the most funniest element of the Grammys that happened was when Jay-Z, The Dream, and Kanye, they had won the award for that song, and Jay-Z said to the audience, "I would like to thank the swap meet for his hat." Because Dream must have thought he was at the Source Awards. I don't know where he thought he was. Dream, tighten up, buddy. This is just the way it goes. In other news, the cruise ship, I hear a cruise ship is broke down out in the ocean, and they've been out there for over a week now. So if some of your relatives are out there and you hadn't heard from them in a week because they've been on a cruise, that's probably where they are. Somebody's gonna get paid in full, because I'm gonna tell you like this: if I was out there and I should have been back by now, oh my goodness. I hope all of you had a great Valentine's Day. A lot coming up this week. If you do not have your tickets for next Saturday's Groove in the Garden, if you're watching this video and you don't have a ticket, slap yourself now. Because if you miss Christmas on the River, or if you were at Christmas on the River, Alumni ENT, the same group that bought you Christmas on the River, we've now teamed up with Platinum Events, the same group that brings you the parties down at the Mosh, and it is going to be a phenom. I'm going to be celebrating my birthday. Sweets, CEO of Numbers LLC, my main man Jermaine Washington, is going to be celebrating his birthday. I mean, two iconic people celebrating their birthday in this big old city. I mean, my goodness, it's going to be pandemonium. Get your tickets. You can inbox me on Facebook. You can email me, gene.10@yahoo.com. You can catch me on Twitter, shoot me an inbox on Twitter, message me, however you need to do to get your tickets, because they are selling like wildfire. I've already gone through one batch, and I'm about to go through a whole nother batch right now for next week's Groove on the Garden. Now, a lot of people say, is that an outdoor event? It is not an outdoor event. It is inside. However, they do have a garden. It's at the Women's Garden Club on the Riverside. The address is 1005 Riverside Avenue. Put it in your GPS, lock it in. No excuses at all. March 2nd, the Glossary of T.I., Indo EXO. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna bring you all of the hits from the kid from Bankhead, Georgia, bringing it to you live. It's gonna be stupid. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. It's gonna be crazy. Make plans to be there March the 2nd. It is going down. Now, of course, you know, week after week after week, sports fans, I've now added another element to the blog where I have graciously been able to get my hands on the sports prophesier. He has not led you wrong. My man Lamont's locker room is in full Ephesi for Sheezy. But normally, you know, I break off the segments, but fortunately, I have been lucky enough. I got him right here on location. Don't forget, kicking off tomorrow is the grand opening of the all-new Stepping Out Restaurant and Lounge in Springfield, 2709 Pearl Street. Happy hour, I mean the kitchen, mad food coming up out of it from anything you want, from chicken, fish, shrimp, wings, chicken fingers, Philly cheesesteaks, salads, grilled, whatever you want coming up out of this kitchen, it's going on. Happy hours from 4 to 9. You come and enjoy $2 imports, $2 domestic, $3 imports, and $3 glasses of wine from 4 to 9. This is gonna be the new spot right here. You heard it here first. I'm putting my stamp on it. Come see us to believe us. Now, the sports prophesier is up on deck. He's getting ready to bring you the 411 in sports. All sports fans, brace yourself, because here he comes.
Thank you, Gov, for that warm introduction. Guys, I'm back. Here's the sports prophet, alive and in picture today, and here's the news I got for you. I don't know if you know, but Mr. Nerlens Noel, the Kentucky Wildcats, said the consensus number one overall draft pick for this upcoming NBA draft towards ACL the other night, and it's an ugly situation. his time frame to be out is looking between 8 and 10 months. The catastrophic thing about it, now he's caught between a rock and a hard place. Because if he would not have had to go to college and the NBA still had implemented the rule of the one and done, and he can go straight from high school to the pros, then who knows where his career would have went. This could be catastrophic. The young man has so much potential. There's not a lot of big men of old like that we have in the NBA today, such as Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, David Robinson. Those guys are pretty done. So the new age big man, as you can see, with Anthony Davis, who was drafted last year, the #1 overall pick, is doing big things down there in New Orleans for the Pelicans. Another topic for another day with those Pelicans. But Mr. Nerlens Noel was supposed to come in and kind of be that new face, long-bodied, very athletic. It was leading the college basketball this year in rebounds, blocks, and scoring. It's done. And, Kentucky was already having some growing pains, being one time a powerhouse to now kind of be in the middle of the pack. With that blow, I'm not sure if the Kentucky Wildcats will make the NCAA tournament, but I have that for you as this month winds down. March Madness is right around the corner, so I haven't forgotten. I'm gonna get you guys your picks, my bracket, and if you're gambling, like I told you before with the Super Bowl, you might want to go with the sports profit, but we'll see. The next thing up for bid, the NBA, as it's continuing to progress. You have the Miami Heat, the #1 seed in the East, the Indiana Pacers, the #2 seed in the East, and then my Chicago Bulls sitting at #3. Here lately, the Chicago Bulls have been on somewhat of a slide, if you will, losing 3 out of the last 4 ball games. Lost another one earlier this week to the San Antonio Spurs, 71-69. I also lost to the Boston Celtics earlier this week in a close ball game. Speaking of those Chicago Bulls, you have Ms. Derrick Rose, who was interviewed by the Times Magazine, and he is going out to say, earlier in the season we were wondering about when was Derrick Rose coming back this year, but now the question now has become if he'll make his return. He was noted this week of saying that he will not return to the court until he's 110%. The scheduled date for Ms. Derrick Rose's return was supposed to be February the 26th against the Cleveland Cavaliers in front of the United Center fans. I'm not sure that's going to happen. Right now, Derrick says he's about 85 to 90%, so it's still a ways away from 110%, but we'll see how he continues to progress. He's practicing at full strength, running with the team, traveling with the team. Hopefully he can get himself together because, the NBA is missing him. We don't have that star power that we had of last year. We're still missing quite a few people from injury. Mr. Rajon Rondo is going with injury, so sooner the better for Derrick Rose to come back and be great. That'll probably do it for me this week, good folks. I look forward to seeing you next week. And until then, live life, love sports, enjoy both. I'm out.